Hey, what's up? Can you see me? Hey, I'm O negative. This is how to be both. My guest today is wahala.wav. He's not here yet, so I'm gonna play some songs till he gets here. This first one is off a compilation I recently got called Just a Touch. It's a bunch of really dope UK street soul from the 80s and 90s. It's called Step by Step by Kofi.
lots of stars at night. And when it would rain, it would all turn. They were beautiful, the most beautiful skies, as a matter of fact. The sunsets were purple and red and yellow and on fire, and the clouds would catch the colors everywhere. That's neat, because I used to look at them all the time when I was little. You don't see that in clouds, little fluffy clouds. Always had little fluffy clouds, and they were long,
humanity,
clear, and there were lots of stars at night.
Screams to be free.
And when it would rain, it would all turn. They were beautiful, the most beautiful skies, as a matter of fact. The sunsets were purple and red.
Nothing on earth in the universe is free.
The clouds would catch the
All
colors
must
everywhere.
follow an order
That's
to be.
neat, because I used to look at them all the time.
Long strides they say we have made,
You might still see them in the desert.
but we still haven't got control of our head. Lustful passion instead. Freedom is a in the bank, like materialist thing. If it costs, man is lost. Freedom is beyond that. Freedom is a fact of natural order within thee, manifesting with love and harmony into society. That's what free means to me. That's what free means to me. Humanity screams to be free. It fails to see the change of order need be. 'Cause ain't nothing free. Nothing on earth in the universe is free. All must follow an order to be. Long strides they say we have made, but we still haven't got control of our head. Lustful passion instead. Freedom is ain't in the bank, like materialist thing. If it costs, man is lost.
Man, that dizzy verse over this is so sick. But I fucked that transition up.
Freedom is beyond that.
So you'll have to hear it another time.
Freedom is a fact of natural order within thee, manifesting harmoniously with love into society. That's what free means to me. Humanity screams to be free, but fails to see the change of order need be. 'Cause there ain't nothing free. Nothing on earth in the universe is free. All must follow an order. Long strides they say we made, but we still haven't got control of our head. Lustful passion instead. Freedom is a
punishes hay and dust, pain and lust, darkroom stable, cleansed and cussed, confessional chair, and a glory hole, laptop, climax control, little of love, day and night, let the gloves shut the lights. God punishes us for more. God punishes us for more. God punishes us for more. God punishes us. God punishes us for more. God punishes us for more. God punishes us for more. God punishes us. They have been working on ideas in the cellar. They have to convince Karen they have the winning idea. It is a special night after all. It was nice, right? It was nice, right? The prize has to be good. Don't, come on, don't, come on. The prize has to be good. Something tells me she's coming back to you. God punishes us for more. God punishes us for more. God punishes us for more. God punishes us. God punishes us for more. God punishes us for more. God punishes us for more. God punishes us.
Ngene nama-dance esitokisini, ngangizwa ukuthi ngiphethe malini, angizwa khala uthilili, angizwa khala uthilili. Ngene nama-dance esitokisini, ngangizwa ukuthi ngiphethe malini, angizwa khala uthilili. Kade senza ifilimi, thilili, thilili. Ibada senza ifilimi, asenza ifilimi. Ngene nama ile mbamba yayizala iyona ivele yangiqhoboza iyangidida ingqondo iyadlala ngomqondo iyona ivele yangiqhoboza iyona ivele yangiqhoboza ile mbamba yayizala iyona ivele yangiqhoboza iyangidida ingqondo iyadlala ngomqondo iyona ivele yangiqhoboza iyona ivele yangiqhoboza iyona ivele yangiqhoboza iyona ivele yangiqhoboza Ioni vele yankaboza, yeah. Dali wami, ngicela ukhuluma iqiniso kuwe dali. Abafana bebeshaya inamba, mase ngikhipha imali ngigcwalise lo sibali. Sihleli nengane encane, ngathenga amathakila sikhipha ningane. Ngiyabuza uzongixolela yini, angekuphinde kwenzeke ngithathekile nami.
Hayi sengibona amabhilidi ngihleli namayakayaka angithengisa ibheve ngamawalawala isiphithiphithi ngidlalisela ngamavulavala igusha ingene ekitchen shonilanga nabo nomalanga ngenza iplani igcwalisela ontakalana izinto za-overseas international ngethe fabulous endleleni zikhalakala hayi sengibona amabhilidi ngihleli namayakayaka angithengisa ibheve ngamawalawala isiphithiphithi ngidlalisela ngamavulavala igusha ingene ekitchen shonilanga nabo nomalanga ngenza iplani igcwalisela ontakalana izinto za-overseas international ngethe fabulous endleleni zikhalakala
wesalasabesacola uxolisa la ngibuya khona cishe ngamithisa abonomalanga bangena bangivimba ngisakwazi nokubheka nasemehlweni ngisakwazi nokubheka nasemehlweni angisakwazi nokubheka nasemehlweni angisakwazi nokubheka nasemehlweni ishu wesithando sami ngisacela uxolisa la ngibuya khona cishe ngamithisa abonomalanga bangena bangivimba angisakwazi nokubheka nasemehlweni 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 ishu
Oh, yeah. You know I love you, and I miss you, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. You know I love you, and I miss you, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. You know I love you, and I miss you, baby. When you oh, yeah. And I yearn all week for you to come home. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. You know I love you, and I miss you, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. You know I love you, and I miss you, baby. And I yearn all week for you to come home. When you know I love you. And I yearn all week, baby, for you to come home. Yes, I do. When you left, oh, baby. Oh, yeah. You know I love you, and I miss you, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. You know I love you, and I miss you, baby. And I yearn all week, baby, for you to come home.
Yo. What's up?
Yeah.
As I said earlier, this is How to Be Both. I'm O Negative. I'm joined by wahala.wav.
Yes.
What's up, dude? Thank you for coming through.
Thank you for having me. I feel like everyone on Slick Down has been on. I'm like, the
Nah,
final-
Simi's next.
Oh.
Because we had to. She was gonna be on, but then we booked the that mood ring thing on the night that the show was supposed to be. So we ended up doing that instead.
That's funny.
So next episode will be Simi. I had to move Josue to October, so
Happy
or
birthday.
later.
Happy birthday, Joseph.
Yeah, facts.
Happy
Damn.
birthday week.
competing Virgos.
Nah.
Yeah, shout out Josue. Yeah, man. So yeah, happy birthday to you too.
Yeah, it's a very non-eventful birthday.
Yeah.
A very low-key birthday.
Are you usually
very
low-key
demure
about it?
birthday?
Yeah.
What?
Are you usually low key about it?
Yeah, I normally don't celebrate birthdays. I just came from a household. My parents were just kind of like dap me up on my birthday. Like,
Congrats, bro.
give me like $50. They're like, yeah, like,
Word.
and then I was like, all right. So like, I think that's bled into like my adulthood. But thankfully, I have friends who were like pushing me to like do something, and I was like, all right.
Word.
Like, so
Word.
shout out Momo and Chris and Simi
Definitely.
are handling the organizing for that.
Yes. Yo, I haven't seen Momo in a minute, actually.
Yeah, he's always. I feel like he's always low key.
Definitely, always. But okay, so let's talk about music a little. So how long ago did you release that EP, the Rigmarole?
Rigmarole.
Yeah.
I think it feels like
Few
4
months.
months.
Yeah.
4 months, 5 months, maybe.
Word.
It was something cool, fun to do. I released it kind of like spur of the moment. I was like, fuck it, let me release something.
Yeah.
I feel like now I'm a little more intentional about like the way I release music. So I haven't put anything out in a minute. But it was fun. It was like I just had some tracks that I really liked, and I was like, oh, like let me just like fucking do a little quick dirty master on this and just
Why
like
not?
put it out and just like fuck it,
Yeah. Definitely. I think like I was talking to somebody about this last night. Like releasing is definitely part of the process.
Yeah.
And I think it's like a muscle that can be flexed just as much as like this shit. You know what I mean?
I think it's that final third of the process, is tough. I think getting a project to where you feel like it's ready is difficult. And I think when you get further into production, I think you just become more aware of things, and you go like you listen to your old stuff and you go, oh shit, like maybe I should have, maybe that one wasn't ready, but like it's cool. But I think now like when I'm looking at stuff, I'm a lot more critical. I'm always super critical of the stuff I do, and like I feel like when I'm making music, I'm like, let me sit with this a little more, and it's definitely it's slowed down my output, but I think it allows me to reflect a lot more and make stuff that is a little more complex and like and thought through.
Word.
So hopefully, to be honest, I could just be bullshitting. I might drop something like just like because the impulse hits me a lot.
Yeah.
Like fuck, I always tell my friends like I'm dropping something this end of the week. And I just never do. It's like all right, let me stop.
Yeah. I have a homie like that too. Shout out Sweet Baby J. But so that it wasn't like generated as a project. It was like you just had these kind of loosies.
I have so many loosies. I
Yeah.
have like over 100 tracks.
Yeah.
That are like just unfinished. I have so many tracks that I'd go back and listen to tracks like in the Finder on my MacBook, and I'm just like, oh shit, I forgot like this exists. And so it's kind of like,
It's such a weird feeling. doing
yeah,
that.
it feels like someone else made it, and you're like, oh yeah, I remember this. Like,
Yeah.
But it was kind of just like I was making stuff, and I was like, yeah, this sounds cool. Like, let me put it out. And at that point, I was kind of like, I felt like I had to put out a lot of stuff.
Mm.
I guess to validate myself as a producer. Like, I'm like, you know, you gotta put shit out. But I feel like now it's a lot more intentional, a lot slower.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm always kind of struggling with that, like, that like pressure, you know?
Yeah.
But then also, like, you don't want to release something that's sloppy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's rough because it's like people love some of the stuff I put out, and I'm like, yeah, I don't, you know, I like,
Yeah.
I listen to it and I can hear like, ooh, like especially like I learn things all the time, and I'm introduced to new tools and techniques, and I go, damn, like this would have sounded a lot better if I had like maybe tightened the transients on this.
Yeah.
And so it's like, oh, like I listen to a track and I go, yeah, this could have been better, but it's out there, and it's like, it's fine. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have that kind of like I don't have a like preciousness with a lot of the tracks I put out, because I know I could just make another track. It's fine. And
Is there anything that you've put out that you feel that way about, but that you're like cool with it? Like, I have a project that I mixed on like a Bluetooth, like a JBL thing.
that's awesome.
And they sound like dog shit
Yeah.
in some ways, but like they're also some of my favorite mixes that I've done, you know?
Yeah, I think that I don't think that any of the mixes I've done are great mixes
Word.
or even particularly good mixes.
Yeah.
But I do love them in a way that you love a child.
Yeah.
And I love that they feel like time capsules
Yeah.
in my development as a producer, and they also feel like a moment in time.
Yeah.
You know? And that's like more important to me than the mix. So I'm like, I like the mix, it doesn't matter. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not submitting this for a Grammy.
Right.
And I don't expect people to buy it or really play it for
Right.
me. It was really for, you know, myself, you know. So-
Yeah. Definitely.
Oh my God. When I released, I don't think it was Rigmarole, but I remember I released a track and somebody DM'd me and they were like, oh, like, is this like finished? Is this track finished? And I was like, fuck, man. and then they're like, oh, like if you ever, and they were like super sincere.
Yeah.
So they weren't being like mean spirited.
Right,
But
right.
they were like, oh, like if you ever need like help with mixing, like
Yeah.
if you ever need like, just come by to like my studio. And I was like,
Word.
thanks, man. But this is when I like in the moment you're like, this sounds good. Let me put it
Yeah,
out.
right.
And someone's like, oh, did you? Yeah.
That's mad funny. Yeah, I would have been hurt for sure.
I mean, I can understand because I'm not a delusional person.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
I understand that like even today, if I release something, I know that in a year it's not going to be, you know, what it, you know, I won't look at it the same way. And that's cool because that means that you've grown and learned a lot. But like I said, it's like a reflection of a point in time. And so that's, for me, like I said, that's more important than getting everything technically correct. And plus, you can just lie and be like, yeah, I meant that, man.
Yeah.
Like those blown out low ends. Yeah, that's like a,
Facts.
yeah, that's a homage. You
Right.
know,
To murder beats.
yeah.
Do you remember what you were listening to when you were making those tracks?
Yes. I was listening to like Floating Points.
Okay, sick. The shit with the orchestra or before that?
No, there's this track called Problems by Floating Points.
Okay.
And I just love the vocal sample on it, and this kind of how it's like this drum and bass track,
Mm-hmm.
and the way it swells, and it's so dynamic, and it feels orchestral in its nature. And I was like, damn, I kind of want to make like a track like that.
Word.
You know, that feels orchestral and grand.
And that was Our Longing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was like that was my attempt at that. Again, like if I could do it over, it might sound a little different. There might be a little stripped back. But I love the track. I listened to it and I'm like, yeah, this is cool.
Yeah, that shit is fire. Definitely.
And like, yeah, I just like I love like just sending it like with like ideas like that.
Yeah.
Just being like, fuck it, like let me try to make this thing. And you know, for me that's how, you know, you get better, you learn as a producer.
Definitely. That's something I always struggle with. Like, I feel like I have a strong, like, and I'm sure I'm not alone in this. Like music is about the moment, right? So it's like, just get it out, get it down. And like, that's how you end up with like 500 projects on your hard drive.
Yeah.
But then it's like the in-between part of like, obviously some of them you're going to see through and some of them you're not. And like, I can definitely be a perfectionist and like just fiddle with something forever.
Yeah.
But like keeping that energy going through the process.
Yeah.
Do you have ways that you like try to like keep that like immediacy or that like natural feeling while you're refining something?
Yeah, I try to get as much of the track done in one sitting.
Yeah.
Or like a couple of sittings as I can. And that's just so I can understand the vibe. Like when I return to the track, I can understand. I'm not trying to reinterpret, like pick up an idea.
Right, like where was I going with this? Yeah.
Like I want to get all the elements down as much as I can so that when I come back to it, I'm coming back with fresh ears and I can kind of refine it. So I don't want to ever like try to build a track across multiple sessions, or I want to limit as how many sessions I'm kind of like constructing the core of the track. And I'm also capping, like sometimes I'll just strip it down, like this isn't good, like I need to like, reconfigure this whole thing. But for me to capture that moment, I want to like boom, get as much down and then spend the rest of my time refining the elements. You know, like if this is like a statue, I'm like I'm chiseling away the chunks, and the rest of the time is like, you know, doing the fine work and fine detail work to get it to where, you know, where I'm happy with it.
Word. Do you usually start with like a goal like that? Like, oh, I want to make something like this, or do you just like improvise things sometimes, or do you just like, oh, I want to sample that, and then, you know, maybe it goes somewhere unexpected?
Yeah, sometimes I'll go like I like to be versatile and approach it from all different types of angles. So sometimes I'll go sample hunting and like try and find like cool rare records, and then sample those records, and then whatever I guess the sample gives me, like if I'm like, oh, this would be this kind of track, then I build the track around that sample. If I hear like, man, this would be a great footwork track, or this would be a great, you know, house track, or this would be a great you know, like jungle track or something. Like I really take whatever I feel like the sample is giving. And then other times I go the exact opposite way, where I start with like drums, and I go like I really want to make something with like a 808 drum machine, and I go there, you know, and I try to like see what the sounds in that drum machine give me and construct the track, you know, and try find my way towards a drum loop or a motif that I like, and then I fill in the rest of the track around that. And then sometimes I start from like synths. I'm like, okay, like let me like try to recently I've been trying a lot to create really cool like melodies and counter melodies with synths, like original instrumentation and arrangement. And then once I have those ideas down, I build, you know, drum patterns around that. So it's like I like to do all sorts of like techniques, and I always love to look at how other producers that I admire are doing stuff, and try and like try that out and see like, shit, let's see what that sparks.
Yeah. Did you grow up playing music?
I grew up playing the trumpet.
Word.
I was like in jazz band and like the wind ensemble and shit.
Cool.
Growing up, I played the trumpet until from elementary school until like 11th grade or so, and so that was the only instrument I really played.
Do you still?
No, I stopped playing the trumpet just because it's like hard to practice and play because it's so loud.
People are gonna hate you.
People are gonna fucking hate you. You can do the mute. You can use a mute, but it was just like. It's also like when I went to college, like I pulling out the trumpet just doesn't hit the same, right? Like in your dorm room with the trumpet, it's just like it's not super sexy.
Facts.
Which is a bad reason to stop playing an instrument. But it was just like,
Damn.
It'd be cool to like freak it like Talk does, you know?
Yeah.
On the mic and start like. I used to love improvising and soloing when I was in jazz band. So I don't think I'm what?
No, I just said yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I think like the difference between like a great trumpet player and me is so vast. I think it's kind of intimidating to even try to pick it up again.
Yeah, I feel that. But that's any instrument, you know?
Yeah.
The people who are really the real players are on some different shit.
Yeah. Did you play anything growing up?
I played a little bit of a few things. Mm-hmm. The thing that I did for the longest was bass guitar, but I played some keys and I played some drums. And like trumpet, I think in band class in high school. Mm-hmm. Definitely at I don't know, at some point I picked up a trumpet, but it didn't stick. The thing that I really loved was drums, but then we never had the money or the space to have a drum kit, you know, in the apartment. So, I was kind of like looking for something to like replace that feeling, and I never quite found it. So I didn't really stick with anything as much as I would have liked to, or looking back as I would have liked to now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
when I was in jazz band, when I first got into jazz band, I remember like picking up a guitar and being like, okay, like if I just like hold this, maybe they'll let me play. Like, I had no idea how to play guitar. And I told them like, they were like, oh, like what are you playing? Like what are you here to play? I'm like, oh, guitar. I want to play guitar. And then they were just like, oh, like they figured out I had no idea how to play.
Yeah.
And the jazz band instructor knew me as a trumpet player. He was like, dude, like get back on the fucking trumpet. But I was like, yo, I was in there like, yo, like this is the beginning of my guitar era. Bro.
Yeah.
Didn't pan out for
Soft boy era.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I had I fucking auditioned for LaGuardia for bass.
Yeah.
And I just didn't understand, I think, really what they were looking for.
Yeah.
Because I picked like a Strokes song to play for the audition.
You're like, hell yeah.
I was like, yeah, this shit is lit. And I just remember the guy as I'm playing like just 16th notes of the same. And he's just sitting there like really like, Jesus, how many more of these?
God, that's hilarious.
But yeah, do you feel like growing up in Jersey, like 'cause you grew up in Jersey City, right?
Yeah. I grew up in Jersey City and then I moved to West Orange.
Okay.
And then I moved back to Jersey City after college.
How do you feel like that influenced your like musical identity or whatever?
I think like Jersey Club, something like I think, you know, I came across Jersey Club when I was like in elementary school.
Yeah.
And I think like one thing that did was like it really made me comfortable with like higher BPM music.
Yeah.
At like a younger age. So when I came across like other genres of electronic music, it didn't feel foreign, because of how like fucking insane that Jersey club. And I think like the Jersey club that people listen to in Jersey sounds nothing like the Jersey club that people
Oh yeah.
in like Brooklyn listen to.
Yeah.
It's a lot more because it's like the Jersey club that I think people in Brooklyn listen to. No shade. No shade. It's kind of music that's made by like people in Brooklyn who are out, and kind of it's more, I feel like it caters more towards people who have an ear for like, I guess like techno or like other like traditional genres of music. It's like it feels like an edit, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And like people from like fucking like and yeah, people are playing like kind of like Jersey club edits, which in a lot of Jersey club is like edit based, but like
Right.
when you listen to like the shit, like the tanging shit,
Yeah.
that like young people are making, and Jersey club is like a young person's genre, like that shit sounds like crazy, you know? It's 160, 170, 180 BPM, like, you know, intense, like fucking every type of effects and perk is playing at the same fucking time.
Yeah.
Like, it's like super, super, like, yeah, super intense. And I think like I said, like even growing up, like you listen to like people like DJ J Hood or any of these people like that were like making like the tracks that were like ringing off was like it was like a lot more intense, a lot more aggressive.
Wild,
and-
just like off the wall samples.
Yeah.
Not even music, just random shit a lot of the time too. I feel
Yeah,
like.
I mean, like, I think it was like, it was like super punchy. Like they used like samples as like another element, like
Like a rhythmic
instrumentation.
thing. Yeah, yeah.
So like,
There-
like
it-
a lot of the Brick Bandit stuff is like they're using those like samples as like another like percussive element, and like it's super aggressive and
it feels
hits
a
hard.
little like bounce in that way to me, you know,
Yeah.
where the vocal
Yeah.
is like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It
Whenever I listen to old Jersey club, I feel that way, or like Be More stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot where I feel like that programmed me to like be more responsive to like other electronic music. You know, when I like, yeah, I think like when you that music can get really weird. So I think like it primed me to, you know, be more open minded, you know, with the music that I was listening to. Yeah.
Word. So you do like visuals too?
I do not do visuals.
I mean like flyers. And
Oh
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
yeah,
just like
yeah.
graphic design. Visuals is
That's
crazy.
what I mean. Graphics.
That shit is like wild. There's people I know that do visuals. It looks. I would love to one day do that, but I'm not there yet. That would be
Word.
cool.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm building up. I do flyers.
How did you get into that?
Just like necessity.
Yeah.
Not being able to afford a flyer designer. Like literally like
Facts.
shit. Somebody got to do it.
Same.
I think like when I first started like doing events, I just couldn't afford a flyer designer. Like the cost, like that was it. So I was like, shit, let me crack this open.
Yeah.
You know, like and see what it's hitting for.
Do you feel like you get something different out of it from music making or from playing?
Yeah, I think like I was talking to someone and describing how like I feel like my music making process and journey informs that graphic design work.
Mm.
I think like, you know, stuff like in the way that I feel like music is creating, you know, like soundscapes or like creating worlds, getting a little weird with it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like graphic design for me is similar in that way. Like when I make a flyer, a lot of times I want people to feel like they've stepped into a little universe of its own, you know, within the flyer. I want it to be a little weird. I get a lot of my drafts shot down because I feel like they're a little too weird. We have to dial it back. But that's another thing that I've learned from like music making is like subtlety and like the importance of being subtle and like your decision, your creative choices when you're like making that shit. And I think it's cool to be like to go to 11 with everything.
Mm-hmm.
But in my music, like whenever I listen back to a lot of the stuff earlier on in my music, I'll go like, wow, I went too heavy on these.
Yeah.
Like I was a little too heavy handed on these elements, you know. I was kind of even like thematically, like I was a little too heavy handed with these like motifs or ideas. So like with graphic design, I also carry that over where I'm like, you know, I try to be subtle. Doesn't always always work, but I try to be mindful, you know, of like of that and try to like, okay, like if I'm putting it at 10%, maybe it should really be at 5, you know. And so I think that it kind of informs my graphic design in that way.
I feel that. I feel like somehow my flyers always end up with like I'll be working on it for a little while and then I'll like look away and come back and be like, that's the loudest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I love that though. Like I feel like the function of a flyer is to get people to stop and look at the flyer.
Yeah, true.
And if a flyer, I'm not an expert on graphic design or flyers,
right.
So take that with a grain of salt. But like I'd love a flyer that makes you stop, and I don't think it should be like cheap, like using like cheap, you know,
right, like sex. Now that I got your attention, vibe, yeah.
No, but I think like if it is able to just capture the eye or the imagination, then it works. You know, like if you're scrolling, if our mode of consumption is like for flyers is like scrolling on Instagram, or whether it's walking past it on the street or whatever, like you want the person that you're trying to attract to stop and look at the flyer.
Yeah,
I think that's another cool thing is like trying to hit your target audience with the flyer. You know.
Yeah, for sure. Word. Well, we're getting to time, but before you play, are you working on anything now?
I'm always working on shit. So,
but or like a project or anything?
A project.
You got ideas floating around?
Yeah, man. I have too many. I think one thing I'm struggling with is like what my next project will be, like genre wise, thematically. Yeah. I have so many tracks that are like 80%, 70% done. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, which of these am I gonna dial in on and complete for a project? Mm-hmm. I have no idea. I think like I'd love to make a house Jersey garage type album EP. I have a lot of those tracks. Really like homage to that like Nuyorican like house music.
Yeah.
Like Todd Terry, Kerry Chandler, like Tony Humphries sound. And that is kind of like I'm like, all right, let me see if I could do that, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, before I get serious with this shit, let me like put out a fun edit thing or something.
Yeah.
Or I'm like, fuck it. Like I've been really wanting to play, like make some like really cool alto music, like Adunsi and Santi style shit. And I feel like that's been going crazy recently. And I'm like, man, I would love to like make something that, you know, is inspired by that sound. And I have some tracks like that, but it's like, it feels like such a crazy departure. I'm like, it's hard to like, you know, try and make everything, all those tracks make sense,
Yeah.
you know. But I don't know. I'll flip a coin maybe.
Yeah. Word. I'm a fan of a rash decision sometimes.
I mean, at the end, it doesn't really, it's not that deep. You
Yeah.
know, you can just put it out. I think like I have like what 1,000 followers on Instagram. Like it's like, it's all right. It's not gonna. There's no like, you know, there's no real pressure here.
Yeah.
I think all the pressure is like just in my head.
Facts. That's always a good reminder to have too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, word. I guess it's music time.
Yeah. We'll play some easy listening shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Kenny G hour.
Yep. 1 hour of Kenny G.
1 hour of Kenny G. One Kenny G song stretched out to an hour.
Just time stretched.
Uh-huh. Chop not slopped.
That would be a great performance art project.
gas torch. A zombie missing stitches on a passport. A squad supply while seeing life half short. Can't recline, but I ain't feeling much to fast forward. A true surprise, and I still could be a bass for it. Hard to sympathize with. I'm taking dash torch, but now I do the firing. And take a laugh for it. It seems inspiring that you would be attacked for it. Still admire it.
It's of all the most miserable man in the world.
what do I do if he loves you truly? How could I not love him too if he improves you more than I used to? Hey, I don't want nothing but you, getting what you need, even if it ain't from me. 'Cause I love you, and what love is, never selfish and of service. 'Cause I love you, and what love is, never selfish and on purpose.
If I said I had to leave you, what would you do? Would you still talk to me? I never want to be cruel to you. I can tell you the truth of what you need to hear. If I had to choose, then what would you do?
Giving it up is not giving up. Giving it up is not giving up.
If I had to break the news, is it when I lose? mine. Go from the land that's mine. Go from the land that's us. All the smoke that's fire.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes. Wahala.wav. How to be both. August 21st.
Yeah, I feel good. That was really fun.
Yeah, man. Thank you for coming through.
It's fun hanging out.
Definitely.
And also playing the music was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I enjoyed getting the chance to talk to you about this stuff, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, we obviously interact a lot through 8-ball stuff, but it's focused, you know.
Yeah.
We don't get to just like kick it a lot.
We're focused on the task.
Yeah, I mean semi.
On a mission.
We try to be at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, thank you for coming through.
Yeah, no problem.
Definitely.
It was really fun. Chatting about everything.
Yeah. You have anything you want to plug? Anything coming up?
My birthday? Nah.
Yeah.
Slickdown got very serious. Yes, actually.
Yeah.
I feel like a politician. Slickdown has we have a community event. You know, we want to, like, my hope for Slickdown is we do like a lot more community programming. We did a ton of community programming last year. Workshops and online workshops and like in-person panels, and my hope is that we can continue that into the new year. And our first one, you know, of this like part of the year is gonna be tomorrow at Jade Bar. We're gonna do a vinyl workshop with iOS, followed
Sick.
by a vinyl exchange and kind of open decks and hang. And then we're gonna have a cookout at the same time in the Jade's backyard. For those who didn't know, there was a backyard, and we're gonna catch a vibe.
It's nice out there.
I've never been, but I heard good things. I'm gonna try to put on get some sandals and socks and just really like freak it. Like,
for sure.
embrace my the unk in me,
You
and
gotta.
just like I want to get an apron.
Slides.
I want to
Yeah.
get an apron.
Oh,
I
word.
feel like it'd be a good bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna try feed the family, feed the community.
Fire.
We're encouraging people like bring something just to share, just so we don't run out of food. But we're like, hopefully everyone can leave there like learning something about vinyl DJing if you're interested, and also like leave there full, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Where when is that?
This is Sunday, August 25th.
Okay.
4 to 10. Yeah.
Yeah, pop out.
Yeah, pop out. Say what's up.
Yeah, I'll make something. I'll bring.
What are you making if you had to bring to the
Okay, well, on the 4th of July,
yeah.
I did this like marinated like steak kind of kebabs.
Wow, that's nice.
But they didn't turn out quite how I wanted them,
Okay.
so I would want to try it again.
I think we can throw that on the grill. If you
Okay,
want to
word.
bring it for
Yeah.
raw meat. Yeah, we're trying to, you know, use the grill, but also have like food prepared, like, for
Yeah.
people. So I'm excited for that. Really.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, bring what you can, if you can. You know, if you want to participate in the vinyl exchange, bring a vinyl. Otherwise, you know, nothing else to promote.
Sick.
Oh yeah, shit. Our 1 year anniversary at
Oh,
Mood
yeah,
Ring, September
facts.
7th.
September
Slickdown
7th.
turns 1 year old.
Okay,
From
amazing.
our minds to the world type shit.
Beautiful.
So yeah, Archangel, Gato Girl, Rhino Clark,
Yes.
and then Slick
shout out
Down
Rhino
as per
Clark.
usual.
Love it. Rhino Clark was my first guest on this.
The first one?
No, on this season of.
Oh, okay. I saw that they were on.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, my first guest
Shout
was
out Robbie.
Michaela Clark, actually.
Who was that?
She's a friend of mine who is she's a clothing designer
Oh, that's cool.
and musician too.
I need to tap into the archives, man.
Yeah,
I need to lock in.
definitely.
Tap into the archives, lock in.
Hey. All right. Thank you again. This has been How to Be Both with wahala.wav. Next time, I don't know the date off the top of my head, but we're going to have Simi on, Solar System. Tune in. Thank you for listening.